Hey guys, it is Teddy Tarot here, back with another video for you guys. How's everybody doing today? Well, it is good to see you and good to be seen. So we are about to get June underway, and so I figured we'd do us a collective reading for the month ahead, okay? Now I know it's the second, kind of behind, but we still got 28 more days to get it right, get it tight. So today we are using the Broke B Tarot deck. All right. And this is actually a deck that I got to do some clarifying, but I'm going to use it. So today we're going to start with it and see what it tells us. Please, I want to thank all of you for all of your support across the platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So I appreciate that, guys. And if you're a member of my OnlyFans, you don't want to see it. Just unsubscribe to that. I'm just kidding. I'm the only fan I have. No, I'm just kidding. Why do I keep saying I'm kidding? Anyway. All right. All right, guys. We're going to take the 9 cards that come out, and we are going to go through your monthly reading. So we're going to start off with your current self. So your current self, there is the Four of Wands. So there is a need for celebration. There's unity. There's some sort of like something to be happy about, something to be proud of, something that really has brought a smile to your face and that you want to share with others. So that's your current energy, is celebrations, unity. I see you guys going to, I see weddings, I see baby showers. I see birthday celebrations out at the club. Oh, I see a friends dinner where it's just kind of like 2 or 3 of you guys just kind of together in a house cooking, and I see y'all are watching a movie you guys share or a TV show you guys share. Okay. For some of you, I see this is the stability you've been looking for. You were looking for a house, or or an apartment, somewhere to live, or someone to live with, and you found it, and this is where this is taking place. You guys are moving in together, and that initial first nights of being in the new place together, that's what's going on right now for some of you. Now, disclaimer: some of these messages may or may not resonate with you. This is a collective reading. I am channeling the messages that come to me, and one sentence could be yours, the whole shebang could be yours, none of it could be yours. So please keep that in mind. If you have specific types of readings that you would like, please feel free to recommend them to me. I enjoy trying new spreads and providing insight in a different way. I like using the spreads to kind of guide it, but then, see how it plays out as far as what the cards say versus, what messages come through based on the subject matter. I find that a sort of more specific intention will help provide for a clearer reading. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So moving from the Four of Wands, with our current self, we're in a celebratory mode. We're feeling camaraderie. There's a new friend or a new some sort of new connection that you're happy with that's starting off. We're going to the theme of the month, and the theme of the month is the Hanged Man. So, some of you feel stuck. Like this month is going to feel a little stagnant. Like you kind of maybe you had momentum with something that was kind of growing, and then this month it kind of slows off and tapers. But I'm getting that, it's kind of like a crock pot, like a slow burn, and so this is the time for you to, grow, think about things, reevaluate, plan, and be prepared for what's coming next because it's going to pick back up. Whatever this situation is, it could be a promotion you've been waiting on. It could be a relationship not going to the next level. Whatever gets stagnant right now, I feel like you're going to get through it. You're going to move through it, but you're going to have a period of uncertainty where you really do feel like you're stuck, like you can't move, and like it's really not going the way that you thought it would, even though it started out well. So, we're gonna look at a key goal. A goal that we need to pursue is not giving into the feelings of helplessness, not allowing yourself to just sit and fester over the situations and things that you couldn't control, things that didn't work out in your favor. We're getting the Nine of Swords, so I'm getting a very a depressive energy that's kind of like, man, this is not gonna work. This is like I'm trying so hard. Why is this not working? Why can't I figure this out? Why do these things keep happening to me? I'm getting these sense of just like, why is the question? And there's a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of self-deprecation, which needs to stop. Stop beating yourself up. Stop saying negative things to yourself. Even if you think them, the universe recognizes that. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you stop that. I deserve this. This is what I get. I'll never have whatever, because it's not serving you. We all have powers of manifestation, and Spirit is telling you not to use your powers of manifestation for negative things, because you can actually speak the things that you don't want into existence simply by saying them or thinking them. So be careful with, it's one thing to kind of reevaluate the situation, especially with the hangman, to kind of look at it from a different perspective, but make sure that you are moving on in a timely fashion. Don't beat the same dead horse about, one part or one portion of it, if you're not going to truly open your mind and look at it a different way than just altogether distract yourself, honestly. Now, an obstacle that you will have to overcome is, during this time, there will be some things that you believe that you will find that you have trouble getting support with. So you'll have a new idea, you'll have a new way of thinking, and you try to share it with someone, and there's a conflict of beliefs, and it could be at work, it could be in your romantic relationship, it could be with any type of connection. But say for instance, okay, you're working a job and you have one idea of how the job should be done, and somebody else has another idea of how the job should be done, but neither of you are in charge and you aren't receiving real direction from your superiors, there could be some type of friction between, oh, we should do it this way, oh no, we should do it this way. And spirit is just, you'll have to overcome the need to push your beliefs, your agenda, your thoughts onto the situation, even though, don't tell nobody, you are absolutely right. whatever you're saying, whatever you're trying to point out, whatever you are seeing that somebody else isn't seeing, you are correct. But stay humble. Don't force the fact that, that you are correct onto this person, and don't fight the urge to nitpick or pick apart certain things that also prove your point. All I keep hearing is this bitch. I don't know who's saying that, but it feels like I got this energy of like you're at work or you're around somebody, and it seems like almost everything they do is just like this bitch, this bitch. And then you hear the person complaining about something or saying something's not going right, and you're like, wonder why. Wonder why I messed that up. Oh well. So that's an obstacle is to don't be the petty police. That's what I'm getting. Don't be the hey, you remember that thing that you said yesterday? And you thought it was this? Well, it's this, and here's the proof. Don't be the petty police on that. Just kind of let things work out themselves. Now, a major accomplishment is that either you will be on the receiving end of some form of generosity, or you will find yourself in the position and with the desire to be generous to someone else. And so either way, whether someone presents you with something or whether you're able to help out somebody that's in a tough situation, this is something that's going to make you feel good. You're going to, like, it's if you're on the receiving end, it's something that you need coming at the right time. Like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. Like, I found this money in the park, or I won this lottery, or, I've really been struggling with blank and someone's offered to do, whatever. However it works out, it's something that you really genuinely appreciate, and it makes you feel good, and you definitely have earned it. Now, if you're on the giving end of this is something that it will, not only will it make you feel good to do it, you will realize it will give you it kind of have, it's not quite a tower moment, but there will be some sort of backing up and thinking, man, I really have come a long way. Because you'll see somebody in need, and probably you'll see a bit of whatever struggle you've overcome in them, which will, urge you to help them. And perhaps it's the help that you didn't receive. It's either the help that you didn't receive, or somebody helped you, so you want to help somebody else. You're like paying it forward. But at any rate, once you do this good thing, and you receive, because I'm getting like overwhelming, like this person is in tears over the fact that you're so generous, because they whatever this is that you're doing is monumental for them. And it could be something that at this point in your progression is no sweat off your back, but for them it is severe, it's serious. So this outpouring of emotion that they give you for what you've done is really going to be gratifying to you. Just because for some of you, I'm getting that you've never, really been in a position to do this for someone, or this is someone that you've always wanted to repay or do something for, and now you're getting the opportunity. So we're going to move on to what to avoid. Okay. It's not the best time to start a relationship. We're getting the Ace of Cups. So if you have been contemplating starting a new relationship or getting serious with one, Spirit is asking you to kind of hold back on that until you get some more information. There's something that you're not seeing or something that you don't know about this situation. Also, be careful with your emotions. Be careful that you are responding and not reacting, I think is the way that it's said. Like, take the time, like, whenever something is said, especially because I feel like it's going to be said out of hurt from someone else. Someone else is going to say something that's going to hurt your feelings, but Spirit is telling you to not react to what was said, but evaluate the situation. You can't see, but evaluate the situation with the hangman and kind of see it from their perspective. Also, I'm being told that you need to find out what's going on with them. Because whatever this is that they say is really not about you. It's lashing out because of some other thing that they're dealing with. And so they really don't mean what they're saying toward you. You're just the one that's there that's on the receiving end. So, be careful with starting new relationships. And I mean, this includes new friendships too, as far as getting too involved. Like, there could be, like, even if it's like say it's a friendship and it's somebody you really click with, that you really enjoy hanging out with, avoid spending too much time with them or divulging too much information to them at this time. I don't know why. You'll find out. Okay. What we should embrace. We should embrace that there are sometimes the tough decisions that we have to make, but the thing that we have to embrace at this time is the new sense of choice that we have. Because what I'm getting is that there is a situation that's coming up and it's a decision that you don't want to make. Like, perhaps it's a new job. Yeah. Some of you'll either be getting a new job and have to move, or you moving is going to be the reason that you have to leave a job. And so you're gonna have to kind of make a decision in that regards, like something that you kind of wish you didn't have to do, but then you got to decide either way. So that's what to embrace, is to embrace the ability to make this choice, B, the potential for the change that will become because this choice, because it's leaving a good situation for a better situation, or it's leaving something that is starting to have some friction for something that won't have that issue. Whatever it is, like, it's a tough choice, but it's good that you have these options to make the choice. So that's what to embrace. Now, where to find support is yourself. Spirit is telling you at this time it is most critical that you celebrate you for all that you are doing and all that you are accomplishing. There, unfortunately, right now, I don't know, like, for some of you, I'm getting like ever. There's not really a cheerleader in your corner, and you are really overcoming things and pushing through and getting up every day and doing it, and you're fucking on. I mean, sorry, effing on the grind, moving like you're overcoming things. You're doing your inner work yourself to like heal from times where you were wronged. You are actually like on an emotional level, on a professional level, on a like romantic level, you are making big strides that only you know how big they are. And so only you can celebrate them. So for some of you, and this is just an example, for some of you, you have like maybe you have a temper and you like to pop off and you realize that there are situations happening that you don't react to anymore. Things that you know used to set you off. You're like, wait a minute. I I didn't want to go over there and snatch that hair off that girl's head. I really am growing. Spirit is saying celebrate those moments. You are going to have to support yourself at this time. You're going to have to find ways to encourage yourself and oh, excuse me. Um, you're going to have to say out loud to yourself, congratulations, you doing it. Keep doing it. I even suggest writing down, make you a column. On one side, there's the SHIT that I wanted to get rid of. The bad situations or whatever was going on, problems that you had in the past. Then on the right side, I want you to write specific things that you did to fix them or specific changes that have happened to that situation so you can see the growth. So, say for instance, this time last year you were at a job you hated and you cried every day when you got home from work because you just did not like this job and you did not know a way out of it. Well, now it's a year later. Over the course of the year, either things have gotten better at the job because you stood up for yourself, or you've left the job and now you have a new one and you're not crying as much, or even things are still horrible at the job, but you found a new way to make it through to where it isn't affecting you as much. However, it's working out for you. However, whatever the situation is, however it's changed, you have to celebrate that. You have to recognize that you are making strides and you are progressing. And so, just as a personal example, financially, I am not where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, definitely not 3 years ago. But as far as mental clarity, as far as understanding my purpose in my circle, being able to connect with people and recognize connections for what they are, being able to accept the fact that certain things, certain cycles have to end, certain people kind of drift away. In that regard, I've made tremendous strides. And so sometimes I have to look and say, hey, a year ago, you were like, okay, so for me, okay, it's June of 2023. In June of 2022, I had just moved out of my house that I love so much, and half of my stuff was gone, and I had to move into a smaller place. And during that time in June, I started to see some of the same patterns from the house that I left. And I had those struggles coming back up. Those cycles were repeating. Well, now, this June, I don't have those struggles at all. Like, there's not even the potential for those struggles. And so even though I do have a new set of hurdles and obstacles and things, I'm not in that mental anguish space that I was. And so I have to celebrate that. I have to celebrate overcoming that time frame where I didn't see a way out. I didn't, like, there were some actions that needed to be taken that didn't sit well with my spirit. And so I didn't take them. But I was guided, protected, heavily protected out of certain situations and contracts. And so I have to celebrate that. I have to celebrate the fact that things have gotten better, things are moving forward, and also apply the fact that there has been a time where I felt like I couldn't find a way out. Like I just did not know how it was going to work out. And it did. So if any of you are in the mind state now where you are at a breaking point and struggling so hard, just remember you've been through this before. It's a different situation, different circumstances, different people, but you've been at the breaking point before, and that's right before things got better. So just remember that, apply that. And last, for advice and encouragement, we have the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is the person that feels like they have one more fight in them. See, and like, thank you, Spirit. For some of you, you're really struggling with something right now. You're really having a tough time with something, but with this Nine of Wands, you are preparing for a battle that will not happen. You will not have to fight this one. You have overcome so much that you're just waiting on it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some of you have been through so much that right now you're waiting on the SHIT to hit the fan. You're waiting on the other shoe to drop. You're waiting on whatever the BS is going to be about a situation. You're waiting on it, but it's not going to come. Like, you truly have made it through to the other side, and you've gone through the worst of whatever this is that you have almost made it through. So you're not out of the tunnel, and you really can't even see the light at this point, but you are moving through the tunnel, and you can feel yourself moving forward. You can recognize that you can't see the light at the front, but now in your rear view mirror, you also can't see what was behind. So before you went in the tunnel, you can't see that anymore either. That's in your way past. So now you're at this period of transition to where you've gotten over the worst of it, and you are leading up to fully being through whatever the situation is. You are very resilient and you are drained. Some of you could be going through some health issues and spending some more time in bed. Spirit is advising rest. Rest. You are not resting. You are trying to push through this thing, and you are doing so much that you are going to create another situation. Rest. Also, go drink some effing water. Put the soda down. You drink some water. Anyway, that's for somebody specific. I'm sorry. Somebody know they need to drink some water. Anyway, so that's it. We are coming up on something to celebrate, possibly from making it through whatever the situation was that we are making it through, making this tough decision with the Two of Wands that we had to make. We are avoiding new relationships or avoiding being too invested in them, too emotionally invested in new connections. We are not giving into those feelings with the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. We are not giving into those feelings that wreck our brain, that overthinking, that, what could I have done? What can I do? Gotta fix it, gotta solve it. We're not doing that. We're not giving into the I can't fix it, I can't solve it. None of those. We're not doing that. We're expecting a moment where we're able to receive something from someone or give someone to someone. And so that's going to be good. There could also be a situation of something evening out to us, like a situation to where you were doing most of the work. You could see a return on the efforts that you've been putting out. So we are also not pushing our beliefs, and when we know we're right, we're not making the other person see that we're right, even though we are. No, even though you are. I'm speaking to the collective, of course. Now, going along with that, being right thing. When you're wrong, you know you're wrong. Just don't have no attitude and keep pushing the issue when you know you're wrong. All right. Before we go, there is the need for a little bit of, introspection from a situation that has left us, kind of sad. We are not really, this is something that has happened in the recent past. So it could be something from May or just a reoccurring issue that we're coming up with. Could be, loss of a family member. Could be issues with a child, spouse, or job. It could just be a hurdle that we can't seem to overcome. So we're going to go to our Tarot for the Heart deck and get us an oracle card. That should kind of give us a little insight. Spirit, please give us a oracle card for the collective that will help with this reoccurring bad energy that's coming up, or at least have them prepared for what that it's coming. Yeah, we got a rest and reconsider. This could apply to any of the situations that we've talked about during this reading. This would be the third 9 in our reading. So we have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and rest and reconsider is a 9. So that, could be possible as well. Let's look up this. I like reading these because they provide a lot of, good insight as far as the actual message that they give you. Oh yeah, rest, of course. I did say, oh, you need to get some rest. And Spirit say you need to rest and reconsider too. Okay. So, sometimes the struggle to create and maintain harmonious and fulfilling relationships just seems like too much work. You put forth your best effort and give more than your share, and you find that there are still issues to be dealt with. You're tired, and at times you just want to give up. Hello, Spirit. The message of this card is to persevere. You may have been disappointed or hurt in the past. Know that those past sorrows have made you stronger, even though you don't feel that way at the moment. This is a good time to briefly step away from any conflict or issues around love. See, we talk about the Ace of Cups. We already talked about that. The book ain't tell us what we know. Give yourself some space to relax and replenish your energy. Continuous effort stresses the body and dulls the mind. You need to rest and reconsider your methods. Once you've recharged yourself, you'll be stronger, clear-headed, and confident, and ready to move forward again with new ideas about how to improve your situation. All right, guys. Well, I just got a text message from my mother, so that's where we're going to leave this off. I hope you guys have a great evening, and this was your collective June message. What to expect. Bye, guys.